Congratulations, Dan. And to Dan's mom watching on the live stream, we are all big fans of your work. Next up, we have actor and author of Greenlights and Just Because. To introduce the finalists for the 2023 National Book Award for Translated Literature and the panel chair, Jeremy Tiang, please listen for the voice of Matthew McConaughey.
Reading literature in translation reveals the connective power of storytelling on an international scale. The finalists for the 2023 National Book Award for Translated Literature blur fantasy and reality within their pages, considering the brutalities of capitalism, colonialism, and homophobia. Characters, old and young, chase the possibility of freedom and expand the limits of our imaginations. These works were translated into English from Dutch, French, Korean, Portuguese, and Spanish. The panel chair for this year's National Book Award for Translated Literature is Jeremy Tiang, novelist, playwright, and translator of over 20 books from Chinese.
Right. Thank you to the voice of Matthew McConaughey. At a time of great turbulence and mistrust, translated literature is more vital than it has ever been, with its ability to help us navigate an increasingly fractured world. Since its inception in its current form 5 years ago, this category has recognized books that delve into some of the most pressing issues of the day, such as Palestinian liberation and displaced people, to climate change, while also being scintillating texts in their own right. These books are an essential part of the global conversation, brought to Anglophone readers through the dedication and brilliance of translators and publishers. This year's finalists are no exception, ranging from a tender coming-of-age and coming-out queer novel from Brazil to a reckoning with colonial legacy in Senegal, from an elliptical portrait of a troubled childhood in Colombia to a spiky, surreal collection of short stories from South Korea and a fractured Surinamese narrative of queer actualization. It was near impossible to choose between these treasures, and I have to thank my fellow judges Jeffrey Brock, Arthur Malcolm Dixon, Christina Rodriguez, and Tracy Deneen Sharpley-Whiting for the months of reading and intense discussion, and for the grace and thoughtfulness with which they navigated this most difficult of decisions. We are all grateful to the National Book Foundation, particularly to Ruth Dickey and Madeline Shelton, for guiding us through this process. The 5 finalists for the National Book Award for Translated Literature are Bora Chung, Cursed Bunny, translated from the Korean by Anton He, Algonquin Books, Hachette Book Group. David Job, Beyond the Door of No Return, translated from the French by Sam Taylor, FSG Macmillan Publishers. Stênio Gardel, The Words That Remain, translated from the Portuguese by Bruna Dantas Lobato, New Vessel Press. Pilar Quintana, Abyss, translated from the Spanish by Lisa Dillman, World Editions. Astrid Romer, On a Woman's Madness, translated from the Dutch by Lucy Scott, Two Lines Press. This year's National Book Award for Translated Literature goes to Stênio Gardel and Bruna Dantas Lobato for The Words That Remain, New Vessel Press.
what is happening right now. Thanks to the National Book Foundation and the judges. Okay. I dedicate this award to my mom, Irene. She's not amongst us anymore, but she always believed in me, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her. She was the best mom, and I miss her so much. I'd like to thank my brother, Gardel, all my family and friends, Socorro Scioli, Vanessa Ferrari, Julia Bucius, also Fernando Rinaldi, Stephanie Rock, and everyone at Companhia das Letras, my Brazilian publishing house. And also Lucia Heath, Julia Verman, and everyone at Heath Agency. Finally, two special thanks to Bruna for capturing the heart and the breath of the book and writing them down in your own beautiful words. And to Michael Wise, publisher of New Vessel Press, for all your dedication and hard work, and for giving my novel such a wonderful home. Growing up as a gay boy in the hinterlands of northeast of Brazil, it was impossible for me to think, to dream of such an honor. But being here tonight as a gay man, receiving this award for a novel about another gay man's journey to self-acceptance, I wanted to say to everyone who ever felt wrong about themselves that your heart and your desire are true, and you are just as deserving as anybody else of having a fulfilling life and accomplishing possible dreams. Thank you. Have a great night.
Oh my God. Hi. Thank you all so much to my fellow finalists for their brilliant work, to the judges for reading hundreds of books, to Stenio for trusting me with his beautiful writing, and to our editors at New Vessel Press, Michael Wise and Jennifer Shu, for putting my name on the cover of that book where it belongs. Thank you. Hashtag name the translator. We are not mysterious fairies working in the dark. It's so rare that I get to see the Brazil I know in books, and it's even rarer for a book like this to receive this kind of honor, and I'm so grateful. Thank you always for reading translations, for recognizing the work of translators, for recognizing our art from our corner of Latin America. Here's to reading the world with curiosity and empathy. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Stenio and Bruna.